guys, my name is Deni. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. With this channel, I've decided to kind of put some raw footage videos. I want to be able to learn how to edit, and I want to be able to make this really eye appealing towards people, or just attention grabbing, and that's going to come with time. One thing that I've decided with this channel is to freely discuss where I am when I'm there, or even when I'm past it, to then reanalyze. For a while, I could easily say I'm 29, about to be 30 in a few months. I can say since I've been 18 that I felt like there was something or a calling on my name. Granted, I feel like I could even go further in my life and think about times that I felt called to do something, called to be a leader, and to stand up and to make change. The word change is a huge part of my life, because I feel like it's something that, as much as we can be resistant towards it, it's something that we can't control, and we have to go with it, and it brings beauty, although at times we feel like we're caught in the storm. With my channel, and I kind of will keep looking down because I wrote a few notes, that way I can stay somewhat on a line. One of the first things I wrote is, I'm here to inspire, not entertain. I think it's so easy, and I'm so guilty of it, wanting to go onto TikTok and do the newest dance or random video and just throw it out there and allow that to be, which I have done. But to me, there was no purpose in it. There was nothing behind it. There was no substance where I feel like I was bringing some type of value. And throughout my life, I grew up in church. I grew up hearing sermons every Sunday, every Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. I grew up listening to people talk on the altar, on stage, and there was times I felt called to that. I felt like there was something put on my life for me to be on a stage, or for me to put myself out there publicly to say, hey, this is who I am, and through me may you learn. And as much as the introvert of me wants to resist that whole experience, because who wants to be put under a magnascope or under a magnifier glass, like, you know, like who wants their being of who they are as they're learning to be on public display? It's not easy. Even those who may choose to, like we could say the Kardashians, choose to live their life publicly, there's a lot of their life that they choose to have privately because they don't want everything scrutinized. So with my channel, I've really been going back and forth with myself of why should I do this? And there's times where I feel really driven, and there's times where I don't feel driven. And I finally came to the conclusion of, I just need to start doing it. I just need to start getting it out there. Even if it's for only myself and me being able to release energy, or me being able to find a way to cope with life, then let it be. A few things that I've thought about with my channel. I want to bring value, first of all. Again, I don't want to just create a channel to just hear white noise, or for people to see my face or know my name. Shoot, for all that purpose of sort, I don't even need to have my name on it. But, you know, here we are. Create a safe place. I want to create a place where which aligns with what my next bullet point was to grow with no judgment. Okay to be imperfect. I want to create that safe place where people can freely think. Like I had one time, or recently, with my boyfriend and his kids, we were having a discussion, which we'll get into it more later. My boyfriend is older than me. His kids are about the same age as me. So one day we were having a family time. We were having family time together, and we were throwing and bouncing some ideas off together. And one of his sons had said something, which then Mickey kind of said, okay, that's based on the perspective of the age that you're at. Mickey is my boyfriend. So Mickey had said, you know, it's based upon the age that you're at, and as you grow, so will the capacity of what you expect on this certain subject. And so his son ended up going on to say, you know what, I'm so thankful for this space, because we can at times say something and think that's what we truly envision or what we truly define for our lives, to then later, minutes later, days later, years later, switch and alter to think, okay, no, actually I had said that with the knowledge of what I had then, without realizing what I may truly define, or once I started to look into the subject to really define my definition of how I feel about this subject. So to have a place where you can freely say something, and maybe at the moment that's what you really thought, but later on you grow and you learn and you expose yourself to more, and you change what your opinion was on something, which that is so important to me. So with my channel, that is one thing I want to be able to do, is create a space where not only are people able to see me grow, but they're challenged in a way to grow themselves and to push their boundaries, or their opinions, or their closed mindset on things. Especially I think about, I grew up super religious. My parents worked at a church for about 15 years of my life. And there's so much beauty in that, but also comes like this ugliness of this like conservativeness, where you feel like I can't freely express myself, or what are my parents going to think, especially in a moment like that when we were so involved in the church. It became my image of who I am. How does that now define my family? There's certain things that I've done in my life, career-wise, or just decisions I've made, that I think, not only one, how is it affecting me, but how is it going to make my parents look? I don't want to make my parents look bad. Thank God for my amazing mom, who has always just said, who cares? It doesn't matter. And I've been so thankful for her having that free opinion, but it's not always like that. When you grow up in church, it can be really sheltered. It can be, I think about friends who during Halloween season weren't even allowed to go to like Not Scary Farm or the Universal Horror Nights, couldn't even watch Harry Potter because it was considered of the devil. And growing up in California, my mom would say, that's Hollywood. That's in our backyard. So yeah, being able to freely express ourselves is super important. I want to work on my mind. I am working on my mind, my body, and my spirit. My mind, I feel like daily I need to hear something. I need to do something that challenges myself, whether it be, listening to a video of someone's opinion on something, or, different, listening to a sermon, or, trying to work on the fact of like learning how to edit videos when maybe it's not making sense and it's like another language that's just over my head. Y'all will see me grow with it. You guys will see how I do the goods and the bad, because I can't just glorify like how we do on social media. I can't just glorify the great side of it all, which there's times we could do that. Man, I could edit a video at times that makes our life look amazing. I think about one time I had to edit a few videos of Mickey and I, and he's like, man, babe, you make our life look like a movie. But that's not the reality of it, right? We all know. A movie, we want this happy ending of what it may be without it showing always all the struggles of in between. So I want you guys to experience life with me. I want you guys to see my ups, my downs. I feel like lately I've been going through a season of a few downs without realizing, hey, maybe I should be channeling this energy towards my channel, towards learning how to edit videos, or how to work on myself physically or mentally, or so that I want to be vulnerable, because I feel like, especially nowadays with the way that our world is, vulnerability and transparency is rare. And it's so easy to just say it, right? I want to be transparent. I want to be vulnerable, without really diving into what does that mean. And granted, I'm gonna learn, because there's like when you meet me, I feel like I'm extroverted. I feel like I'm like, hey, what's good? I'm Deni. Nice to meet you. I hope we have a great time. But the reality of who I am, I want to be introverted. I want to pull away from everything. But I've had to, I came to times in life where I realized I can't be the introverted person I want to be. I have to be extroverted in order to make it, to connect, to really have, to the way our society is built, there's a part of, we can't be a loner forever. We can't be an introverted person who wants to just keep to themselves. We have to be able to communicate with other people. So yeah, experience life with me, the good, the bad. And you guys will see me work on my channel, me edit videos, my struggles of it, times where it's fun, times when I'm like not understanding how to do things. I want to be able to throw that all out there. I thought about a few different ideas of kind of what I want to do with the channel, sermon wise, because I feel like that's how I'll be able to feel like there's power in my words, is by allowing it to be its own message, allowing it to I don't want to be I'm not trying to be a pastor. I'm not trying to be necessarily religious, but in spirituality, there's something that you got to grasp on in order for you to understand all of that. And you know, whether we call it God, we call it the universe, whatever we call it, there's something there. And there's something that is putting this on my heart for me to really start to dial in. I think about times I listen to Sarah Jakes Roberts, and I don't know if it's because there's times I'm going out there seeking to listen to something of that nature or what, but every time I get this like punch in my throat feeling where I'm like trying to hold back tears, because I'm realizing like there is a calling on my name and I need to act on it. Again, even if it's just for myself, if I upload this video and no one likes it, that's fine. I just need to work on and be diligent in what God, what the universe has put on my life, and where the universe wants to take me. I definitely believe that greatness is mine. I just have to start to put myself out there. How am I going to be great when I'm just in my room, right? How am I going to be great if I don't communicate with people and I don't put myself out there? So this is me putting myself out there. This is me deciding that, hey, there's something for me. And I pray that the words that I speak aren't just for me. I pray that it brings something into you. I pray that I'm used in a way that only I can be used, and connect with someone in a way where they're like, hey, I'm not super religious, I'm not churchy, but what you said connected to me, and it made me rethink my thoughts, or it made me want to be, you know, a better girlfriend. It made me want to be a better boss, a better sister, a better daughter, because I feel like these are all things we're learning. We're not built to just automatically be this like superwoman. So right now I just want to take a moment to thank you. Thank you for sticking with me this long in my video. I pray I bring you value. I pray this brings value to me too, because yeah, I know that there's purpose in this. I know that one day I'll look back at this and it may be cringeworthy. I may look at this and think my lighting was off, or my hair looked funny, or why did I do this on the bed, or like, sit there, just gotta go with it. Just brush it off. Don't even worry about it. Just I need to, there's something in me that is wanting to connect with people, and this is how I can do it with my own voice without having to need other people in order for me to feel validated to say, oh, I need a producer, I need a manager, I need no, let's just do this raw, in the flesh, unscripted, unedited, and all. Yeah, you know, I feel like the way that we look at ourselves plays a huge part, and so I want to be able to see the growth in me. I want to be able to look back at this in a few years, even a year from now, and be like, dang, that's where I was, and I'm here now, because I believe God can do great things. I believe that in a year, when you really are driven to what you want, it can happen. So I'm driven to create change. I'm driven to connect people. I'm driven to motivate people and inspire people with my rawness and my truth. And, you know, at times I'm just going to maybe tell you guys a thought like, hey, this is what I've been thinking. I listened to this video and this is what I took from it. And, you know, maybe you got a comment down below like, hey, is there comment down below if there's some certain stuff that maybe you guys want to talk about. Like, I'm open to all things. I'm open to talk about anything at this moment. I mean, if we talk about really what I want to talk about, it'd be like things about our mind, about our bodies, about our self image, our spirituality, relationships, whether it be just like platonic or whether it be a sexual relationship or whether it be family relationships or anything of that nature. And here I am saying the word platonic, and all I am thinking in my head is like, did I just use it in the right way? Whatever. It's out there. It's out there. I'm going to upload this video as is. So yeah, I pray with this, y'all have a blessed day. And this is a start.